the issue surrounding whether or not are we the judge to say that our husbands are able to do this? Are they able to practice polygyny effectively? Do they need to have more than one? Is that enough? Awaken Peace. It's Fatimah, Coach Fatimah, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and co-author of the new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. Welcome, welcome one and all to this installment of Quintessential Queens, where we discuss all different topics surrounding marriage, polygyny, and the health of your relationships in those different areas. Now, for those of you that are new, let me know where you are checking in from, where you're at, what you're up to other than watching me. Prayerfully, it's something that is beneficial to you and those that you love, including yourself. This specific live is about the men that are out there, the husbands that are really trying, that desire polygyny, and for whatever reason, that they feel as though they're the man for the job, because it's like Coach Nazir was saying, you have to be more. You do have to become more. I have seen it with my own eyes, and not only him, but other men, how much drive and determination and dedication they have to making sure that their family is successful as a whole, not only their marriages, individual marriages, but their family as a whole. This is not easy work, but it is honorable work. So men having more than one wife is not about having mistresses, jump down, side chicks, and all those things like that. It's not that. It's more than that. It's much deeper than that. The issue surrounding whether or not are we the judge to say that our husbands are able to do this? Are they able to practice polygyny effectively? Do they need to have more than one? Is that enough? And just on a personal note, I've had people ask me this directly, and I said, well, this is a really great question. I actually love the question because I had to think about my own life's journey. And I said, okay, if I reach a certain point, and this is in my youth when I was really, really like teenagery and, 18, 19 years old, I said, if I get married and I want to have this many kids, then I'm done. I don't want any more. And then as I got a little bit older and got married, and then I learned as the years went on, I said, okay, I had this many children, but what if my husband wants more children than that? Do I want to have more children? And I had to be honest with myself. I'm like, I had a lot of children. I had a lot of children already. So I said, okay, is it fair for me to say, okay, I'm done, so you are done? As a grown man, that's it. You don't get to have any more because I don't want any more. And that's a serious, serious question. It's a serious, serious topic. And I've had some very mature women, they had very emotionally mature that were having different issues with fertility say to me, they said, you know what? I didn't wait for my husband to try to approach me about it. I just simply said to him, okay, I can't do this right now. So I understand if you want to marry again. And that's not to say their wives were not enough. It's just meant that they were going, okay, I know this is an option for you. And is that everybody's story? No. Does a man have to have a wife that can either have children, not have? He could have a wife that has children, no children, and still practice polygyny. Let's say, I'll give you an example. So if he's married and him and his first wife don't have children, or his second wife, or his third wife, and he has a fourth wife and he has children with her, that doesn't diminish the other 3 marriages, or the other 2 marriages, or the first marriage. It doesn't. He doesn't have to say, he doesn't have to put different objectives together and say, well, if all these boxes are checked, then I'll do it. Or I won't do it because of da. It's really, honestly, someone asked me, I said, well, it's really up to him as a grown man, as a husband, as an adult, to say, okay, I feel as though I'm ready based off of these things. It might be a very personal conversation he's having with himself. It very well, and I know there's a time where a man is in his own mind going, okay, this is what I want to do. How can I do it?
Assalamu alaikum. Peace. I'm Coach Fatimah, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships. And I'm here to talk to you about the Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling Program. What I do is help women from all walks of life obtain information in the areas of relationship wellness, emotional resilience, self-confidence, and inner discovery for best results for their future success. Growth is about implementation for best practices, for best results for your future. So the Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling Program is here for you to help you kind of weed through some of those negative thoughts of self-limiting beliefs so that you can move forward and attain your goals so that you live a truly fulfilling life. So if you want to join me for my Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling Program, be sure that you visit me at CoachFatimah.com for details and start your Nourishing Fulfillment Counseling session today. I'll see you and I look forward to working with you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Maybe I don't know yet, but this is something I want to do. It doesn't mean we're not enough or we're deficient in any way. What if he just wants to practice polygyny because he wants to become more? That's really heavy. That's really heavy because then that means more things have to be done. Of course, things have to be put in place. Of course, you have to have a certain mindset for success in any marriage, whether it's monogamy or polygyny, because we're pro-morals. We're pro-morals. So that's important to know. So we want to put honor not only in saying, okay, I want to practice polygyny, but what are the actions in order to do so and it be effective? What can be done? What can you do? So laying that all out in front of yourself is a very personal thing to do. And then sharing it is another level. Sharing with your wife, sharing it with your children, sharing with your other, if you have more than one wife already, and then you want a third or fourth wife. So when people have asked me or are trained on it, is one queen enough for your husband? You might decide, no, that's not enough, but that doesn't mean she's not enough. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with her. When people ask a specific question or make a statement, it's really a statement. Why don't women get their own man? Why don't you just get your own man? Why don't you just go on, leave, there's enough to go around. Let's talk about stats. Let's talk about having more women than men in the world, or having more men in, let's say more men in the world than women. Let's do that. Okay, more men in the world than women. Are they marriageable? Are they violent, non-violent? Are they willing to practice polygyny? Are they gay, straight, or some of them transitioning? What's going on? Are they mentally sound? Are they financially able? There's so many things. There's so many. Are they personally developed? And that doesn't mean that journeys of, oh, I'm personally developed, I can get another wife. No, that's life work. That's life's work. You're going to develop over time. And we just keep learning. We keep growing. We keep going prayerfully. Are they incarcerated? Are they not incarcerated? What is it? Can they have children? Some men have issues too with having children. They have issues. So what is there left to choose from if we're talking about healthy marriages? We have to think about those things. The same way men have to think about those things as well, but in a different way. In a different way, because remember, men are protecting, providing on so many levels, not just financially, right? So if you have a husband that is a father, he has to provide the child with something. Between father and child relationships, in the parenting arena, he has to provide. Not just go, I bought a box of diapers and throw it in the door and run off. No. There's specific responsibilities that come with being a husband, that come with being a father. There's different responsibilities than we have. So when someone would meet me with the, are you enough? Am I enough? I'm enough. He's enough. But that doesn't mean he won't marry again, though. It doesn't dim me or dim my light in any way, or dim our marriage in any way, shape, or form. That's where we can kind of get things kind of mixed up, because our husbands marry again. And oftentimes we get the label of, okay, there's deficiency. He wouldn't do this, because we have to make it make sense. And the only way we can make this make sense is if we mentally injure the previous wife or wives. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong. He must be sick of her. I remember somebody said, well, did he get tired of you? Did he get tired of me? Did he get tired of me? I just, sometimes people can be nice, nasty. They can be very rude with what they say, although they think they're trying to be helpful to you as a wife, that you might have, your brain might have oozed out of your head and you didn't have all this stuff running through your head at some point. Oh yeah, did I just, and then you go, yeah, I must have did something wrong. I mean, they want to, that some people just are trying to make you feel better, and some people are trying to make you feel less than.